Hey, what's up everybody? Our Boots Games here, and most of you, if you're a fan of the series like I am, probably already know that Rockstar released a gameplay trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5. If you haven't seen it, I'll have a link to Rockstar's website in the description so you can watch it there. But I decided to go through the trailer and pick out a few sections of it that I decided I'd talk about. So, it does take place, it seems like mostly in a city, but there are a wide variety of different sceneries which we are shown mainly at the beginning of the trailer. But this mountain, I decided to put this in here because if you've played San Andreas, most of you probably know about Mount Chiliad. And of course, everyone has jumped a car or a bike or something off of it. So I guarantee you I'm going to be jumping some cars and bikes off of this. But also I see all these bike trails and I don't know, there is biking in this, so I'm sure this mountain will play a big role in that. So there is actually wildlife. It's probably not going to be like Red Dead Redemption. I don't know, that would be pretty cool, but Red Dead Redemption is an old western game, so there's like animals everywhere. It has only showed deer in this trailer. It hasn't showed like bears, but it does sort of hint at other dangerous animals. So this is a picture of the city at the beach. There's gonna be jet skis. That's nice, other than just boats in GTA 4. But one thing I wanted to mention was the water looks much better than the water in GTA 4. So there are planes. This has actually been confirmed for a very long time, so this really doesn't come as a shock to me. But I thought I might say this. If you've read like forums on GTA 5 saying they always say something about GTA 4 and why they didn't have airplanes in it. Let me explain this to you, because everyone else is looking at it from the standpoint of like, oh, all the other GTAs before this, or like since GTA 3, they have had airplanes. How come they're not in the fourth one? Let me explain it to you in the point of the developers, or from the developers' standpoint. GTA 4 was the first game they had made on their now current Rage engine. So the fact that they didn't have airplanes in that, I mean, if you've flown an airplane in Vice City, I don't know if that was actually the first one, but airplanes are really crappy in that. So they probably are not easy to script and do all that stuff for it. So the fact that it's not in GTA 4 is understandable. Just thought I'd explain that because it's a little annoying. So here we get sort of the first meetup in the trailer with Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. And that guy's arm, I'm just gonna assume that's one of Trevor's friends, but I don't know. So this is a heist plan. I'll explain these heists later. So here we have Trevor driving a helicopter and Michael is rappelling down. So this mission is actually one that involves all three characters. Right here you see Michael is taking this guy hostage, and at the bottom right you see there's like a character wheel of people that you can switch between. I don't know why there are four of them. Maybe if you have like other people on a job you can switch to them, but I don't know. So he switches to Franklin, and Franklin is on the building across the street, and he shoots these people and helps him. And right here he's switching back to Michael, and I got this picture because it shows a stats bar, and it shows like special, stamina, shooting, the usual. But what I am kind of excited for is the stealth. I don't think any Rockstar game, at least not that I've played, has had any stealth in it, so hopefully it'll actually be useful and it won't be like really frustrating to use. But at the bottom left, I probably should have actually mentioned this earlier. I'm assuming that's health and armor, the green and blue bar. That's like the same as GTA 4. But then there's this yellow bar. I'm assuming the yellow bar is the special. So each character has a special ability. When I first heard about this, I was kind of a little skeptical because GTA, they haven't really had like the special abilities thing, so I didn't really want the game to be changed too much. But all it is really is like slowing down time, and each character has different moments in which they can slow down time. I don't know which character has which one, but there's like slowing down gunfight, so you can go into like bullet time like Max Payne 3. Then I think there are two that are involved with slowing down time with driving, but they are in like different types of vehicles, but I don't know. So right here, you can switch between characters anytime you want. It doesn't have to be in a mission, but when you're not in a mission, it goes through like some fancy animation, like zooms out of the map, and you can actually, when you go to them, they will be doing random stuff. And then he switches to Michael, who just got back from a bike ride with his son, and then he switches to Trevor. Of course, he's in the middle of a 5-star wanted level with the police. And I wonder how the whole wanted system is going to work in this. I mean, GTA 4 could have used a little more improvement. Like, the fact that even though the police don't know where you are, they always drive to your location. So your stars are still grayed out, but they will still know where you are. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you've played it, I'm sure you understand. So there's vehicle customization. As far as the trailer goes, there's the color of the paint job and the rims. But then there's also like top speed, acceleration, all that stuff. I don't know if there's going to be vehicle customization like San Andreas, so that would be pretty interesting if you could have cars with hydraulics in this, but to be honest, it's not really looking too promising because I don't know how that would really work, but you never know. There's a bunch of recreational stuff that you can do, like golfing, the diving. I'm actually sort of looking forward to this scuba diving thing because I've read articles and it says that like the underwater is actually pretty, like it goes pretty in depth of what they do. I mean, even from this picture you can see that there's quite a bit of stuff, so I don't know, maybe there will be sharks that'll attack you. So then there's also hunting, and I'm actually just noticing this right now that has the speed of the wind and like the direction, so I don't know how the hunting will actually work if you can just go into the middle of the woods and start shooting animals with fully automatic weapons, or an RPG. That'd be pretty fun. Or if you'd actually have to like go to a certain place and start a hunting mission. I don't know. Then there's also a gun range. I'm assuming this is used for especially leveling up your shooting ability. There's probably the same thing goes for hunting. Then there's also tennis and the bike riding, which I mentioned a little earlier. Skydiving. So right here we see this pickup truck with a boat hitched down the back. So I haven't, as far as I know, I haven't seen any semi-trucks with the trailers on it, but that would be pretty interesting if you could have that. And this also makes me wonder, like, if you can actually take the boats out of the water, drive them to somewhere else, and then drop them off in the water and drive it there. That'd be pretty interesting, though. So right here you see, like, basically the first gunfight of the trailer. There on the bottom left, when he shoots his gun, there's like a red circle. It seems like that's the sound like from your gun, so maybe if enemies are within that area, then they would be alerted. So right here we see a gun wheel. I'm actually very excited about this because in GTA 4 it was really annoying to have to scroll through all of your weapons to finally get to the one that you're looking for. And also you see in the center it has a carbine rifle, 2 out of 2. In Red Dead Redemption you could actually hold every gun in the game. It would just have in the circle, it would be every type of gun, and then under each gun you could switch between other types of guns, if that makes sense. So there'd be 2 types of handguns that you could have on your character at the same time, but you'd have to switch between them to equip them. And also I'm seeing this right now, the carbine rifle, there is weapon customization in this, so apparently this is customized. It says extended clip and grip. I don't know to what extent the weapon customization will be in this game, but it will be pretty interesting to see what types of stuff that you could put on your guns. So right here, apparently it seems pretty obvious that the vehicle handling has been changed quite a bit, because what they are displaying in this game would definitely not be possible in GTA 4. You'd be sliding all over the road. So this does definitely look like a modified car, like for street racing, but hopefully cars will be a little easier to steer than GTA 4. One thing I wanted to mention is the destructible environment. Now I don't know if it's going to be like this everywhere in the game, because it's got to be pretty resource intensive to have it very destructible, but you never know. It's probably not going to be like Battlefield style. You're probably not going to be able to collapse entire buildings, but taking down walls would be, I don't know, better. So here it goes more in depth of what planning is like for the heists. So this is the jewelry store. So it has like the layout of the building. Then there's this to-do list. I'm assuming you make the to-do list, or you just decide on what you get from it. So there's evaluate security, photograph interior, decide approach, pick crew, and get carbine rifles. So there's 2 approaches. There's the loud one, which apparently is what they chose, or the smart one. So each person has their own stats, and each person also gets a cut of what you're stealing. Because I mean, they're obviously not going to just do this for free. It's illegal. They got to get something out of it. 14%, 15%. It's not really too much, but I wonder if you also have to split it between the other main characters. I kind of assume so, or like it's not like a shared money between all 3 of them, but maybe it is. So this is one option of what they do. They could, this is the option B, the smart one. They like gas out the place, make everyone pass out. I don't know, maybe it kills them, I wouldn't know. And then they come in with it looks like suppressed weapons and gas masks, and then they just steal it that way. Or the option A, they go in with bike helmets and fully automatic weapons, expecting to have to shoot someone, and then they just steal it like the bank robbery in GTA 4. In GTA 4, you could have $1 million and not have to spend 1 cent of it, because there really wasn't anything to spend. I mean, there is character customization, like you can put on a hat or different clothes. There is that in this. I decided not to put it in because it's not really groundbreaking, but apparently there's actually stocks that you can buy. So ammunition is probably something I'm going to be purchasing in the stock market, although it does kind of go down quite a bit, but I am curious of how this will work in the game. Especially, I'm really looking forward to this because in GTA 4 there's like 6 safe houses that you could own in total, and they weren't exactly in the most practical locations. So you can actually buy houses in this, which is going to be very helpful. So get directions, so I guess you could check out the house. I don't know if you'd actually be able to go inside the house and explore it, but this is also one thing I noticed a couple minutes ago when I watched the trailer over again. When you hover over something and are about to click on it, it gives you a nice little middle finger icon instead of the pointer finger like most computers. You gotta love Rockstar. All those minor details. So I am a little curious of the online mode. Obviously they're gonna have the free roam, but I wonder what types of different game modes there will be, like besides the standard deathmatch, team deathmatch, and all that stuff. But I have reached the end of what I have gathered together, so I have mentioned this before. I am planning on doing a Let's Play of this game in the future, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and I will see you later. Bye.